Earl, nice to see you again, and welcome to CPC. We're excited to have you here today to talk a little bit about some of our aligned interests, HPC, high-performance computing, and certainly liquid cooling. Tell us a little about what we can expect at SC.
Oh, thank you very much. It's great to be here. We're looking forward to SC this year. A lot of changes happening in our breakfast briefing, which you're sponsoring, which we appreciate. We're going to be covering a lot of new changes in the industry. The amazing part to us is the industry is growing at rates we haven't seen for 30 years. We just finished our first half of the year numbers, and we're looking at growth rates of more than 20% as far as spending on HPC systems. In some categories, it's 30–40%. AI, of course, is growing tremendously. Amazing part we found with AI is being used in HPC more successfully than in the general world. And we're just releasing a report on the return on investment of doing AI in HPC. We're also going to be talking about quantum computing. There's a whole lot of quantum computers that have just been installed around the world. Europe is actually taking the lead on the installations of quantum computers, and we'll be covering many other different topics also.
Earl, I have to ask, is it HPC and quantum, quantum and HPC, or just quantum?
That's a fantastic question, because what we do in our numbers, we use HPC as kind of an umbrella definition for technical computing. So it actually includes quantum, it includes AI for science and engineering. It also includes biological computers, all kinds of new technologies. So we do track everything from new semiconductors to new types of computers, interconnect, storage, and everything else. But it's all under the umbrella that we call HPC.
Very exciting.
Another amazing topic that we're seeing in the industry right now is these systems are getting much larger, and companies like NVIDIA, they're putting out so much heat, and requiring so much power that we're seeing that liquid cooling is becoming the norm now. Years ago, liquid cooling was only used at maybe the top 5–10% of the sites, and a number of years ago I was asked the question about exascale machines, and that was, how many exascale machines will be liquid cooled? And my answer was, all of them. And what we're seeing right now with the large AI systems, the majority of them are being liquid cooled right now. Even if you buy one single cabinet, in many cases that's going to liquid cooling in the near future. And next we'll hear a little bit from Bob on quantum computing and some of our AI research. And after Bob, Mark will be covering our new trends and issues as far as storage and interconnects.
Hi, how you doing? This is Bob Sorensen. I'm an analyst here at Hyperion Research. Just want to give you a quick heads up on some of the things I'll be talking about at our SC25 breakfast briefing in St. Louis in the coming weeks. First off, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the HPC AI world, try to put some ground truth in there, really lay out what some of the true opportunities are, what AI can bring to HPC and vice versa, as well as what are some of the challenges facing HPC end users that want to take advantage of the technology that AI brings to the table, but at the same time is worried about things like cost, reproducibility, explainability, and some of the other vagaries that still surround AI in general. I'll also be giving you an update on what's happening in the quantum computing space, state of the technology. There's been some very interesting progress made in the last few months that I think a lot of people are really going to hear about. HPC is reaching a point where quantum really should start to be considered part of their overall computing ecosystem. We want to talk a little bit about how HPC centers can start to prepare for bringing quantum into it. We're going to give you a little taste of our latest top of mind results. This is a short survey we send out to folks with some interesting, compelling questions of the day and the answers that we get back. We'll be sharing those with folks. And of course, since this is a breakfast briefing, you can always count on bacon. Lots and lots of bacon. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Mark Nosikoff, Research Director with Hyperion Research. I'll be sharing a preview for our storage, interconnect, and cloud research that we'll be sharing at SC25. First, relative to storage, we'll be starting with the forecast of what's being spent on storage, both on premises and in the cloud. Then we'll be looking a bit at what's driving some of the requirements, particularly from AI and the AI data pipeline on storage solutions, and actually more on the emerging market segment of data platforms that are really being required and developed to fulfill the needs of the AI-based workloads. Next, we'll move on to interconnects, which are tightly coupled with the storage solutions and data platforms. And we'll be looking at a bit at the different types of networks: scale up, scale out, scale across, some of the requirements and where they are being utilized and why. Then we'll be taking a look at the standards, both current ones and evolving ones that are emerging to address the demanding requirements of AI and modern HPC workloads. Lastly, we'll end on the cloud aspects of the market, talk about spending in the cloud, look at the latest market shares of the leading CSPs, and then move on to some of the results from recent research we've done relative to macro trends that we're seeing, as well as what's driving user sentiment towards running their workloads in the cloud and their decisions to determine when, where, and why to utilize cloud for their HPC and AI workloads. And with that, we look forward to seeing you in St. Louis. See you there.
And then to summarize, as I mentioned earlier on, the market is growing dramatically right now. We're just amazed with all the new technologies too, all the different types of processors, accelerators, the quantum machines, and also the tremendous growth in cloud computing, as far as the use of cloud in all different ways, trying out new technologies and things like that. So we welcome everyone to join us at our breakfast briefing and have a good time at Supercomputing this year.
I'm certainly looking forward to attend. I know it always is very informative. I'm also looking forward to moderating a panel at SC around liquid cooling for high-performance compute over the years. It certainly isn't new, but it's getting a lot of airtime, like you mentioned, with liquid cooling accelerating for cloud service providers and AI systems. Thanks for joining us, Earl. I'm looking forward to seeing you at SC.
Thank you very much, and we welcome everyone to join us and you at different meetings.